Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome to another episode of Skyblock. This is like I don't even know anymore. It's been about a week and a half and we're still struggling to get sugarcane and some of the other resources that we need in order to start doing some crazy stuff, because you know me, I'm wanting to build, zero-tick sugarcane farms and all things like that. We still need to get villagers set up for a trading hall, we need to build a raid farm, an ocean monument farm, and a bunch of other things. But we've been doing quite a bit of things. We have all of the sapling types as of right now. So we have jungle, dark oak, acacia, spruce, oak, and birch. We have, as you can see, I have started on the bulk storage system. So right here we have different produce and stuff that we'll be storing in bulk. And then over here on this side we have the different block types. So we have stone, cobblestone, stone brick, smooth stone, gravel, sand, and glass. And you might be wondering why gravel and sand, even though we're a void world, and that's because I plan on building a gravity block duper in the end once we've killed off the ender dragon. So that's going to be sometime in the future, and we'll definitely want a storage system for bulk storage for that. So that's why that's there. The sticks are a temporary placeholder. I can't remember what's supposed to go there, but we have the three main wood types that we'll be using. So we have oak, birch, and spruce. The reason why I have birch, well, basically the reason why I have these three and not the rest of them is because these can be farmed in a one-wide tree farm without any issues, and it just makes things a lot easier once we get an automatic tree farm and stuff built. And then we also have room for planks and stuff right here. Down over on this side is where the mob drops and stuff are. So we already have a ton of bones and stuff from that mob grinder, the first one that we built, which is still functioning really well. So all of the drops right here are going to be for that. Of course, we have drops for a chicken cooker, but we haven't had the chicken cooker built yet because we still need a villager. We still need a stonemason so that we can buy nether quartz from them and be able to make comparators and observers. But over here on this side, we have a few of the witch drops, mainly redstone, because that's, definitely a priority. We are going to use a lot of redstone and stuff. So we have glowstone, glass bottles, because there's just mass tons of them. Ender pearls, which we actually need in order to get to the end. We have to go farm some endermen over at the mob farm so that we can get 12 eyes of ender. We already have another fortress farm, which I'll show you in just a second, so making eyes of ender are not going to be an issue at all. Excuse me. We have slime balls for when we build a slime farm. I already have a location picked out. It's basically 3 chunks in a row, so it's all in a row like that. We'll do a 3-chunk slime farm for that. And then we have gold for whenever we build a pigment farm. Over here, this is basically our starting area, so all of these chests still need to be taken down. We need to remove these barrels so we don't have any villager linking issues. But we finally got an iron farm working, so let me hop down there and show you guys what that's looking like. We finally have a steady flow of iron. We sorted out the issues. There was some issues with the center of the village and everything being in the wrong location, but now that all of that is sorted, we actually have a steady supply of iron. And as you guys can see, there's no iron in the system. I think that's all put up at the moment, but this thing is actually working really well, so hopefully it'll continue to keep producing iron and stuff, and we can get some iron for our basic needs, definitely going to need a lot of hoppers for the storage system, and also for pistons and things of that nature. But anyways, I want to show you guys something really awesome. This is the fastest Minecraft elevator in existence. Boom. Almost instantaneous. Okay, that's just a joke. Don't hate me, it's just a joke. Relax. But anyways, this is our passive mob farm as of right now. We still need to get a lot of eyes of ender in order to get to the end. We need a total of 12. In order to make the map as difficult as possible and challenging, I only placed down the frames, and I didn't put any Eyes of Ender in the frames, so we need a total of 12 for that. But anyways, I'm gonna hop over into the Nether, which is where the fortress farm is. Oh yeah, and Tear also built an AFK fish farm, so we've gotten quite a few books. Let's see, we have Aqua Affinity, Fire Aspect, Infinity, Fortune 2, just some basic books right there. And there's also a mending book that we've gotten already, and I have that put up in my locker right here. So we'll definitely be able to use that. And that's where all of the iron is as well that we've gotten from the iron farm. We have an extra wither skeleton skull. We don't actually have a lot of sand right now, so we're waiting. But we did craft a stack of soul sand so that we can grow some nether wart as well. So let me go ahead and hop into the nether, and I'll show you guys our fortress farm. It's nothing spectacular at the moment. It's basically just a spawn platform. You don't have to manually kill them. But it's actually not that far away from spawn, which is definitely a good thing, because, like, you don't want to have to run 200 blocks in order to get there. But this is the current farm that we have built right now. As I said, it's basically just a spawn platform, and you just go over there. Let me go ahead and see if there's a trident in here, actually. Doesn't look like. There's a couple of stone swords. I'll go ahead and combine these two to repair it a bit. There we go. So you get the wither skeletons and stuff attracted to you, and you just hit them until they're dead. The blazes are definitely an issue, but there's not really any way to deal with them. And there's a blaze rod out here that somebody left the last time they were out. But anyways, this is functional for right now. We'll definitely build a better one. I'm considering building Dr. Jan Cyan's. He's got an excellent fortress farm. And since this is a void world, we don't have to worry about doing any type of perimeter work whatsoever. We could just go ahead and build it out here anywhere we pretty much please, as long as we have the actual spawn locations for the structure, which I have in a copy of this world. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into the void, because that's the quickest way back to the overworld. We started bridging out to the fortress, the pillager outpost as well. So we'll be working on a raid farm here pretty soon. We still need some villagers and everything. It's about 2,000 blocks, 2,300 blocks for me to run out there. So I'm gonna run out there real quick, and then I will catch back up with you guys in just a second, so you don't have to see me run for like 20 minutes straight, because let's face it, that's not too entertaining. But yeah, other than that, I mean, this entire area needs a massive makeover. I'm planning on moving this tree section somewhere else, because it's kind of it would be in the way whenever I start working on the bulk storage system. So the plans for this, I don't know if you saw last episode, the plans for this is to have like these main walkways right here with the different items that we'll be storing in bulk. And then I'm not sure exactly where, it might be up top or underneath, but I think I want to do underneath. That makes it simpler for the item streams and everything. So once all of the items circle around these hoppers and collect all of the items that go in these sorting system sections, then we'll have it drop down into a Tango Tech storage system that's going to sort the multiple items per chest. So like you'll have a chest like this, and instead of just having, you know, the item that you want, you'd have each row, each one of these slots filled up and a hopper pointing into it. And if you lock the hopper underneath, and that gives the hopper that's pointing into this chest a chance to transfer the items. If the hopper underneath is not locked, then the items will immediately get sucked straight down, because of that's just the way hoppers work. It always takes from the bottom first. But by locking alternating which hoppers are locked, you can actually sort multiple different types of items with a single chest. And instead of using chests, I think we're going to be using barrels, simply because it's a lot lag friendlier for client side. The reason for this being is chests are not full blocks, so the entire chest is rendered at all times. And when you have a lot of chests in one area, it can create a lot of client-side lag, especially for lower-end devices like mine. I run Minecraft on a crappy tablet, so having all of these chests loading all at the same time creates quite a bit of lag for me. So that's why I want to use barrels for the Tango Tech storage system, at least until we can get to the end and build a spawner. Because there is a shulker spawner in the end dimension, so that's a way for us to get shulker shells, so we can use shulker boxes for the Tango Tech storage system instead of using barrels, which are, in my opinion, like, not as good. I like the ability to be able to grab a shulker box off of the storage system and then take it to wherever it needs to be. But anyways, let me go ahead and run out to the fortress, or to the pillager outpost, and I'll get back with you guys once I get out there. Alright, so we're back, and as you guys can see, quite a lot has changed since the last clip. It's been a few days since the last clip, since I had recorded it, but we're over here at the trading hall, and there's a lot of stuff that we've been up to. We've started working on the trading hall. I started putting the roof and everything in. Raven and I finally managed to get some villagers from over there at the pillager outpost. So we have 2 villagers that are down over there that we'll be using for the actual raid farm, and then we're setting up this trading hall. So currently we have 4 fishermen, 4 masons, 4 clerics. We'll have 2 armors for the different diamond armor pieces. We'll have a toolsmith, a weaponsmith, and a bunch of librarians and a bunch of other stuff. But we're not worried about like every single type of enchantment that we can get. It's basically just stuff that we need for our gear at the time being. This village trading hall might be expanded later on. We don't know. Just right now, we're just trying to get the trading hall and everything set up. We've done a little bit of trading. I think there are some emeralds and stuff in... Oh, it's over here in this chest right here. So we have 15 emeralds. We got a bunch of fish and everything that we need to trade for that to happen. And then, of course, we have the villagers over there for the raid farm and everything. So me and Tertar, one of the members of Skyblock, he shared a world download with me of a tree farm. So I was starting to play around with that idea, and I came up with a really compact design that's also pretty fast. It's 13 game ticks, or like 15 redstone ticks is the fastest I could get it. So I want to hop over there onto that world and show you guys what's going on with that. I'm not going to show you guys too much because I kind of want to do a tutorial on it this week sometime. And then later on, like, the current tree farm is no acacia, but later on in another tutorial, I might end up doing a more advanced version that has acacia. It'll have a shulker box unloading system for the bone meal, and it will also have a wither cage attached to it, so you can have it fully automatic. But anyways, I'm gonna hop over there onto that and show you guys what I've come up with. Alright, so I'm over here on a copy of the Void World that I've been developing this tree farm, and I must say, like, this thing is actually pretty small for all things considered. So basically, a little bit of the design has changed. This is an older version of the farm right here. So right here, this right here is only needs to be a single piston. So like all of this double piston extender and stuff right here can go. And let's just break all of this stuff out real quick. So the way this is going to be done is like have a redstone line coming out this direction, and then we'll have a solid block right here, that this is attached to. And like I said, I'm still in the process of changing this up. It's not finished yet, so let's see. I need a repeater. Grab a repeater from right here. Actually, this needs to go this direction. And then this goes into a solid block here. I don't want to show too much because, like I said, I want to do a tutorial on it sometime this week, and then a more advanced version. But this is the oak switch right here. So if we come in here, we have the oak switch. You just flick that, and then that will extend this regular piston or the sticky piston at the top to restrict the oak tree's growth, to keep branches and stuff from growing, which would break the tree farm. So let's go ahead and try this thing out. We got the clock right there, and we have the bone meal storage over here on this side. And when this chest is empty, that comparator turns off, allowing this redstone torch to turn on, and that will turn the light on so that it'll tell you that it needs bone meal. So let's go ahead and just place some trees down. This thing is really fast. So you can just sit here and hold the button to place the saplings and stuff in. It looks like there's still a bit of issues and everything that I have to work out. Unfortunately, like, this design isn't 100% finished as of yet. It still has a few flaws that need to be worked out before I can do a tutorial on it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed, like, especially building this tree farm. Oh, okay, I see what happened. So there was a log that generated. There was a limb that generated that broke it that time. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. So if you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.